Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Wade LeBlanc is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
That's a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most...
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Just getting started here in Seattle. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out. A lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average. And that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Henniger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing there for the A's. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Matt Joyce is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Now batting, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, D. Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today. Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Gene Segura standing in. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Gordon on at first, nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Manaea has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and two. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting third, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. In there, a base hit. Throwing to second, and there's out number 2. The tag, and it's a double play, and that gets them out of the inning. Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle, no score. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Davis leads off second with nobody out. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
And there he goes towards second. Line hard to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he'll take a look at ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. First and second now. One man out.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Zunino moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. 0-1. Here it comes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ground ball right side. There's Cano. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The A's. Next for Seattle, Kyle Seager. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in now for the Mariners, Mike Zunino will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. And back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Heredia. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Joyce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Popped him up. Zunino is under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
There's Jed Lowry now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henniger. And the inning is over. A's are gone in order, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Guillermo Heredia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Fielder, Guillermo Heredia.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Semien shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. Digging in for his 2nd at bat, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Lowry relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. None left for. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chris Davis, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in, because he looks locked in for this one.
Matt Chapman will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He hit a sac fly earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Olson is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Olson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty, runner in scoring position with Sugan. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Davis at third with 2 away. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Robinson Cano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Robinson Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to third. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Piscotty is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning is this. And that brings up Chad Pinder.
Leading off for Oakland, left fielder.
First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. talking to a number of big league.
Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is Heredia. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lucroy doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Marcus Semien. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Matt Joyce now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the A's so far.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The next 0-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Middle of the night from Safeco. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Semien has it, and that's out number 1. Time now for the A's